Oh, look at that. What'd you do?
I clicked on the little speaker at the bottom.
Turn on the audio.
Okay, we'll get to Hall of Fame then, at least. Yeah.
Good.
You guys streaming this?
Okay, so we'll start doing the draws if you are in the walk. If we're not here, the draw will pick it. So blue ticket 365962. Blue ticket 365962. One more time, a blue ticket 365962.
Thanks, too. That's the one. Thank you. And Mike, see Mike in the back there. I'll let you know.
The next raffle ticket, green ticket, 139310. 139310. Green ticket, 139310. It's really riveting.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Thank you very much. And go see Mike in the back and go to the table.
The next raffle ticket is a white ticket, 667744. 667744. White ticket, 667744. One last time. 667744.
Right here.
You need to repeat it? You got it? 667744.
Okay, good. What color? Green. Yeah.
And then this one is a green ticket, 140746. 140746. Green ticket, 140746. Go this one, I think.
You know, a red ticket.
Mr. Bagwell was very kind and decided to donate his prize back, so we'll get another ticket from that table. Thank you very much. 140950. It's a green ticket as well. 140950. Green ticket 140950. Last one for this evening, another green ticket. Don't go too far there, guy. 139997. 139997. So green ticket 139997.
I don't have it. I just like to watch so I can see it. Let's see Mike and what I owe you, Mike.
Thank you very much, everybody, for supporting the Claude Deschamps Memorial Fund. Before we get started, just an announcement for the boat races. So they moved the boat races over to this building at the entrance. So it won't be in the hotel, but after the banquet, you can go back to your rooms and get changed and then come back and allow them to set up over here. And then we'll hold the boat races, about a half hour maybe after the banquet.
We have to change the boat race.
Get more comfortable.
All right, moving on to the Hall of Fame now. Over the years, we've seen a lot of great people contribute to the sport of softball in Canada. Many have been previously inducted into the Softball Canada Hall of Fame, and we're very pleased to add 5 more very deserving inductees tonight here at Rangers.
Ce soir, nous ajoutons 5 nouveaux membres au temple de la renommée de Softball Canada.
Tonight's inductees will join other Hall of Famers who are among us this evening, including George Arpad, Ross Crocker, Paul Gard, Kevin Quinn, and Bob Stanton.
Je vais maintenant demander à M. Kevin Quinn de venir présenter ses infonisés.
So we'll call upon Softball Canada's president, Mr. Kevin Quinn, to come forward to present the awards to tonight's inductees. Our first inductee this evening is Tom Bell, who will posthumously join the Softball Canada Hall of Fame in the officials category.
Tom Bell is well known as one of the biggest contributors to Softball BC's strong umpiring program, leading the way for a number of umpires to develop and progress as working officials on the field and administrators off the field. J'ai plusieurs appels à s'impliquer dans le programme commercial de l'économie et fixer des objectifs pour accomplir de meilleurs nouvelles de vie. Je voulais toujours voir les choses meilleures de sport, qui a étendu ses contributions au softball à l'État de Washington et de l'Australie. On the field, Bell was a successful umpire, but he sacrificed his own career to be a mentor to others to achieve success. He worked a total of 5 community championships, including the 1979 and 1984 junior men's, 1982 men's, 1988 women's fast pitch, and 1992 men's slow pitch championships. He attained his ISEP certification in 1988 and worked in 1991 at American Games in Vancouver. Tout au long de son expérience comme parent, il s'est mérité beaucoup d'éloges de ses confrères responsables avec son attention au détail, sa diligence et son professionnalisme. Nous sommes toujours pour le meilleur et supportons tellement ceux et celles qui travaillent avec. Though he had an impressive career on the run, Bell was even more active in developing umpires on the administrative side, serving as Softball BC's umpire in chief from 1981 to 1989. Before serving 2 years as a deputy umpire chief on Softball Canada's Officiating and Development Committee in 1990 and 1991. During that time, he ran an umpire school in 1990 to develop Softball Australia's officiating program, and used that experience to author and run Softball Canada's umpire schools as head clinician. Tom Bell passed away on September 27, 2014. At the age of 79, and is survived by his wife, Christine, and children Colleen, Chris, and Megan.
At this time, we'd like to ask Tom's good friend Chris Lee to come forward to accept the award on behalf of Tom Bell.
of all, congratulations to all the other Hall of Fame inductees and the other recognitions. On behalf of Tom's wife, Christine, and his family, I honorably accept Tom Bell's induction into the Softball Canada Hall of Fame. Christine asked me to thank the Board of Softball Canada for inducting Tom into this prestigious membership. Thanks also to many of the supporters who made his induction possible. I knew Tom for almost 40 years. He became a very dear friend. He was very influential in my umpire career and the careers of many umpires, some in this room, many in British Columbia, Canada, the United States, and Australia. Tom selflessly gave of himself to promote and improve the umpire program in British Columbia. When I first met Tom, I was a first-year umpire. He was a veteran official. He didn't know me from Adam, yet he took the time to personally improve my umpiring. I got a little story, it's a true story. I'm umpiring a ball game, and I noticed that Tom's evaluating the umpire. And I been umpiring for a year, and I thought, I'm a pretty good umpire. So I thought I'd show him some of the stuff that I knew. And after the game, he says to me, can I see you for a minute? I said, sure. He says, you want to be a good umpire, or do you want to be a money umpire? Because they were, back in the day, they were money umpires that just umpired their guts out, didn't care about how good they were. And I looked at Tom and I said, I want to be a good umpire. He says, well, here's 3 pages of things you can work on. I said, thanks, Tom. My actual first umpire education was at a clinic I think it was in Surrey, and each umpire took a turn reading a chapter of the rule book. That was our umpire education. Then we paid $5. We wrote our exam, and now we were ticketed. We could umpire. That really felt good. That all changed in 1981 when Tom became the softball British Columbia umpire-in-chief. Tom organized clinics. He brought in well-known umpire educators. Umpire educators such as Merle Butler, Henry Pollard, Wayne Brown, Rex Brown, and others. He set up an education committee. He delegated. He didn't do it all by himself. The education committee put together manuals, clinics, umpire schools, which has already been mentioned. Umpires new and old were taught rules, mechanics, and how to dress as an umpire. Umpires were taught how to officiate effectively. Prior to Tom's UIC, umpire selection to provincials and nationals was a closed shop, basically an old boys club. The same umpires would go to the championships year after year. I lived in the Fraser Valley, and I saw my umpire-in-chief, the provincial umpire-in-chief, once in 5 years. Tom created an atmosphere of fairness among the umpires. You were rewarded with a provincial championship when you deserved it, when you earned it. I can remember after umpiring for a couple of years, I thought, okay, I'm ready for a provincial championship. So I said to Tom, hey Tom, I'm ready. And he goes, no, you're not. That was the end of that story. He still was proud. Under Tom's tutelage, the softball PC umpire program flourished and became regarded as one of the best in Canada. Tom was a husband, father, friend to many, and an umpire pioneer. Unfortunately, Tom passed away in 2014. He would have cherished this moment, he would have cherished his induction into the Softball Canada Hall of Fame. Huge. Here we go. If you're watching, Tom, this is for you, buddy. Thank you.
Our next inductee this evening will be Mike Tornak, who will also be inducted into the officials category.
Mike Tornak had a distinguished career as a working official who gave back to the sport by serving at the administrative level and mentoring a number of elite officials. En tant qu'ordonnant du tournoi international de la Coupe du Canada, il a donné des opportunités à plusieurs athlètes canadiens et internationaux afin de les aider à avoir du succès et de propulser au plus haut niveau. Il a apporté sa propre personnalité au niveau administratif et a été capable de contribuer à la croissance des finances des organes locales, nationales et internationales Attention suivante. On the field, he worked the 1985 Junior Women's and 1986 Junior Men's Community Championships before earning his Level 5 and ISF certification following the 1990 Men's Community Championship, and also worked the event in 1994. He then set his sights on officiating at the international level, working the Canada Cup from 1993 to 1996 and 1998, the 1995 Pan American Games, and the 1995 Olympic qualifier, before reaching the pinnacle of his career by representing Canada as an official at the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta. Following this major achievement, he remained in the umpiring program, provided inspiration and dedication to help others achieve similar success. Fortnite a self-electrical activities de softball clairement public comme éducateur et de centre convaincant et de centre convaincant avant de prendre le rôle d'entraîneur provincial de 1998 à 2005. Il était aussi l'entraîneur de Coupe du Canada à partir de 1998 jusqu'à ce qu'il s'est retiré en 2008. Throughout that time, he chaired the softball BC's umpire school to help develop the provinces and the country's umpires, and was able to take the program to new heights with his enthusiasm and innovation. Hornak showed his dedication to the game every step of the way. He gave back to help others reach their dreams.
I'd like to ask Mike Hornak to come up to the stage to accept his award.
Thank you, Kevin. Wow.
Some people say I should have worn these when I was umpiring. Yeah, it's been a long road. I've been involved with softball for so many years, I can't think of the first time, but I remember it's just a little over 50 years. And one of the reasons I know that is I just celebrated my 50th anniversary with my wife. Thanking so many different people that was involved with softball and my career and what I've done in umpiring is just phenomenal. I mentioned earlier today when I had a chance to talk with our president, Kevin Quinn, he mentioned how many different people that affected softball and how much softball meant to so many people. And in this room, how many people really are dedicated to softball. I look at some of these programs now, I look across Canada, and I see how it's depleting, and yet it's so encouraging to see so many people like you involved with softball but still wanting to be great. I have a number of people, obviously, that I really would like to acknowledge. I look at this list that I've got in front of me, and I can't believe the amount of guys that I umpired with and mentored me, that had so much fun with me, and they all passed away. I said to myself, I ain't gonna say it. So, I'll get on with the fun part. I remember when I first convinced my wife that softball was a great game. And I was playing at that time, believe it or not. And she came to the park to watch me play for the first time. She was sitting in the backstop area watching. And of course, everyone in the room knows when somebody hits a foul ball that's going into the stands, what's the first thing you say? Heads up. So everybody hollered heads up, and what did my sweetheart do? Heads up. And guess where the ball came? Right at her nose. Boom. That was my wife's introduction to the softball. So we had a lot of fun after that. She used to sit in the outfield, sometimes in the car. but the majority of the time she was there for support. And through the years of umpiring that I did have, she was always there. I had an opportunity to umpire in Taiwan. I was able to take her to Taiwan. Went to South America. She couldn't go there, but it was a great trip down to the Pan American Games. I went to do the Olympic qualifier in Puerto Rico. And I just couldn't believe the whirlwind that I was having that year. And they all said, hey, you're going to the Olympics. Wow. Anyway, one of the challenges with umpiring, as you all know and heard, is trying to do the best that you can on the field. And I got to relate a couple of stories to you because I think they're unique and they're quite funny. The first time I did an opportunity to do a senior men's ball game, and I had two of the good teams. I had Victoria Basin, I had Seattle Payne. And I was nervous to say the least. So Butch Bass, who was the catcher for Payne at the time, said, have a good game, blow it. I said, sure, no problem. So, first pitch, Jimmy Moore, Payne back. Ball comes in, Butch says to me, where was that? He said, thank goodness you missed it too, Butch. He started to laugh, and then he said, oh, that's okay. He reached back, grabbed me by the leg, and said, hang in there, Rob, I'll get you through this one. The other one that I can remember that was extremely good was, I was umpiring a ball game in Steveston. At that time, Steveston, Burnsville, we were all trying to do our best, do real good at umpiring. So I had these two teams, and they were pretty good teams. And it was in the second inning, and I said to the catcher, the guy out there, he's got to stop somewhere in his mind. I can't let that happen. He's got to stop. Throws a few more pitches, nothing happens. Next inning comes out, and I says, catcher, you don't do that, I call it illegal pitch, you can get in trouble. So the catcher didn't say nothing, didn't do nothing, didn't go up there. Finally, the coach comes and calls time. The coach goes out and says, what's the matter, monkey? I'm having trouble with my catcher. And I said, yeah, I keep telling him, go tell the pitcher. He won't do that. I don't want to take advantage. You have to call those guys. And he says, Mike, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. My catcher's dead. So I said to myself, what do you do now? So, as a good umpire does, he took to the task, grabbed my broom at the beginning of the game, or the beginning of the inning, went out there and I'm sweeping down and looking him right in the face. Tell the pitcher to stop in his windup. And he goes, okay. I mean, those stories you just can't imagine. And when we sit around as umpires, we're in the pub and having a beer and doing those things, we talk about those things and the different stories. Wow. And I can remember that I'm relating now to when Chris was talking about Tom Bell. Tom Bell and I had some great ball games together. He was an extremely kind gentleman and brought a lot to the umpiring games. I do remember some of those, Chris. And yes, it was a treat working with Tom. One of the, I guess, the most important stories, and it was in the Olympics. And when you get to go to the Olympics, it's extraordinary. I wish everybody had the opportunity to do that. When I went there, you're coming into the airport, and there's your name on a thing, on a placard, take you in the limousine, take you right there. And it was a building, I guess, about 1.5 miles long. And you start at the beginning of the building. And they go in there and measure you for your jacket, pants. That's the Olympic uniform. And you keep going down the road, and they give you umpire gear, and they do this, and they do that. And by the time you get to the other end, you got another kit bag, and it's all full of everything. You name it, whatever. And you try your sports jacket on to make sure it works, and your little hat that you get from the Olympics. And then you get an opportunity to sit in the stadium and watch all the athletes come in. Wow, what a treat. I mean, it was phenomenal. But I guess the most important thing about that opening was when Muhammad Ali lit the torch. Wow, was that exciting. That's something else. In Columbus, we're doing the round robin because Columbus was where the softball venue was. We used to have a situation in the games that the weather was so hot that they used to have different colored flags to tell you how much water to drink between innings and between the games. And when it got to the black flag, you knew you were in 15 minutes. You had to have a bottle of water every 15 minutes. That was something else. I also got a chance to take my wife to the Olympics, which was kind of nice. We're in the third inning of the round robin tournament. I got to tell you this, because this is something that really, really is, I guess, the thrill of my life. And it shows how important umpires are. As much as you coaches, players, everybody thinks that umpires are there, they're necessary evil, but they got to be there. We're doing a game between Australia and USA. The USA hasn't lost a game in 263 games. 263 games. So, Australia is the home team. USA is the visitors. In the fifth inning, top of the fifth inning, Danny Tyler, third baseman for the USA. Boom! There she goes right out of the park. Well, as everyone in the room knows, when the ball players go one way, the umpires go the other way. So, there I was at first base. So, everybody rotates, and I'm standing at home plate. Danny Tyler comes around the bases. She comes to home plate, and she jumped over home plate. Well, let me tell you, if you ever had an opportunity to have your stomach in your throat, that was mine. I was standing there, and I said, now, get your butt out of here. Get out of your throat. So I did. I left, went back to first base, and there's a few people in the stands already at the straight to catch it. A peel on plate, a peel on plate, she just won't play. So, throws Lucy Carmichael goes to the plate. Lucy throws the ball into the pitcher. Pitcher goes and throws it back to the catcher. The catcher steps on home plate and says, want to appeal that that runner missed home plate. Yep, Lucy says, what did I call? It was his. So I'm standing up there, and Lucy says, they're appealing that she missed home plate. And what seemed like an eternity for me, yeah, it was. I turned around and I said, you know what? Here it is. She did miss home plate, and she's out. Well, my goodness. 2,500 people come unglued in those stands. They just couldn't believe that somebody would do something stupid like that. The coach, Ralph Weeks, USA, comes up and he says, Mike, I respect his umpire. You're pretty good. He says, you blew that. We got a monitor in our dugout that says she touched home plate. I said, well, Ralph, you might be looking at the wrong monitor because I was watching the whole thing. She missed home plate. Make a long story short, I went through at least another 2 innings of not remembering what the hell I was doing out there. And in the bottom of the 12th inning, Australia, they catch it. I can't remember her name, but anyway, they catch it for Australia. That's it, and goes out of the park. Australia wins 1-0. What a ball. Anyway, one of the things that that was amazing to me was, it was, I guess, about a year later, I got an email from Merle Butler, who was the umpire chief at that time. He says, I want you to go and look at Referee Magazine. And he says, get yourself a copy and look at Referee Magazine. It was one of the best 15 calls of officials in the world. I thought that was pretty good. Anyway, I won't digress any longer and keep it. I know it's been a long evening. I would be remiss if I didn't thank Softball Canada for this, which is phenomenal. I can't say how gratified I am to do that. Congratulations to all the previous recipients, my Softball Canada Hall of Fame inductees. Once again, thank you very much.
Our next inductee this evening will be Dennis Milligan. He's being inducted into the Builders category.
Dennis Milligan is the only person to date to hold the position of president in 2 provincial territorial softball associations, units of both the Northwest Territories and the province of Alberta. Så om han måste vara här, det är så här. Det är så. et excellente sens de l'humour. Comment dire, sport plaisant pour tous ceux qui ont connu sur le terrain sportif, ainsi qu'au niveau administratif. Ses contributions progressives au sport ont laissé plusieurs impressions durables sans problème. Milligan est tombé en amour avec le sport dès le début, faisant compétition en tant qu'athlète de 1970 à 1992, incluant les 14 premières années au territoire du Nord-Ouest, participant à plusieurs championnats territoriaux avant de déménager en Alberta, où il a participé à 3 championnats provinciaux. He coached for a span of 31 years from 1973 to 2003 across all age categories, participating in 6 Canadian championships and 17 Alberta provincial championships. Administratively, Milligan spent 6 years as a player representative of the Yellowknife Dynasty before serving as vice president of NWT softball in 1981 and president from 1982 to 1984. He later served as vice president of softball Alberta, and then moved on to Softball Canada's board of directors from 1994 to 2007, where he served on a number of committees, including Canadian Championships, Hall of Fame, marketing, sports science, and men's national team, as well as the slow pitch and future of the game task forces. Milligan supervised a total of 11 Canadian championships and was an assistant supervisor for 3 others.
Now, unfortunately, Dennis was not able to make it here tonight due to some mechanical issues with the plane that was supposed to bring him here. Upon his request, Kevin Quinn will read his acceptance speech.
Dennis was quite disappointed. He called me yesterday to say that he couldn't possibly get a flight here this evening. But he asked me if I would read his acceptance speech, which he sent to me today, and I told him I was extremely honored to be able to have that opportunity. So this is what he sent me. When I sat down to prepare a few thoughts for the night, I thought, wow, why me? All I did besides play the game was coach and volunteer for a few board positions. Then after thinking about it for a few moments, I realized what that entailed. I coached for 31 years and spent 30 years in the administration side of our sport. Yes, time flies. The coaching involved every fast-pitch category of minor and adult, male and female, with the exception of midget and junior ladies. From 6 to 60 at one time or another, I've been involved with them all. Busy days and errands at least 4 days a week throughout the summers. One wonders, did my time count? Was it worth it? Was it appreciated? Then you realize the impact crossing paths on the street. There's always a smile, a hope, and the ultimate compliment is when young athletes mature to young adults and you receive an invite to their wedding. I feel so blessed. The administration side started a long time ago as a volunteer rep for a men's league. So started the journey through various boards. I could be corrected, but I believe that I have the honor of being the only person in the softball family to have held the position of president in 2 of our provincial territorial softball governing bodies, with the NWT in the early 80s, then Alberta in the early 90s. From there, it was on to 13 years at the Softball Canada Board. Through that 30 years of involvement, I had the great pleasure of meeting and working with so many terrific people. Many of them remain lifelong friends. Such a wonderful benefit of being involved with softball. Not long ago, I remember sitting out there where you are, listening to many inductees give their thanks and comments. Never did the thought ever cross my mind that one day I would be preparing to deliver my thanks for this truly humbling recognition. 43 years ago, my wife and I met through softball, and as it was then, it continues to be a part of our lives today. Our children still enjoy the sport, and our grandchildren are rapidly developing their skills. Our summers are filled with watching the kids play wherever we can, and thanks to senior slow pitch, I still play twice a week. Perhaps selfishly, in our retirement, we spend winters in Arizona, where I can take advantage of playing the sport year-round. This brings me to a few thank yous. First to my family, to my wife Marcy, for unselfishly putting the extra time as mom and dad to our children while I was away from home in softball meetings and events. To my children Shane and Nicole, who never made it difficult for Marcy when she was single parenting. To all 3 of them for never complaining that our family annual holiday time but she stopped by me at softball meetings and events. He knew and understood how important volunteering is and gave up our time for the benefit of others. I love you all so much. To the people who nominated me and the committee that endorsed that nomination, thank you. To the Board of Softball Canada and the office staff, thank you also. Congratulations to the latest other inductees. The recognition and honoring of your contributions is well deserved. It is my privilege and honor to be part of your special meeting. To all of you that can make it here tonight, I hope this evening has been all you expected it to be. I thank you for having an interest and showing your support of the Special Softball Academy event. I only wish I could have been here in person as well. Bear nuts, and God bless Dennis Miller.
And this is actually watching from home in Phoenix, which that thing's over. All right, the following induction will be for Harvey Stevenson, who's going into the Hall of Fame as an athlete.
Harvey Stevenson was one of the most feared pioneers in Canadian softball in the 1970s. He won every major championship there was to win on the next level and turned his attention to coaching the next generation of national team athletes before getting more involved as a manager. Sa carrière d'athlète est si bien respectée qu'elle a fut aidée à partir d'un des meilleurs programmes des équipes nationales au monde dans son leadership. Stevenson est un athlète très décoré qui a vécu sa première expérience du softball comme athlète junior à Victoria en 1964. Il a remporté des championnats provinciaux consécutifs en 1964 et 1965 avant de s'avancer au fond senior, remportant un titre senior B pour la première année en 1966 avant de joindre Victoria Bay Construction en 1967. Stevenson went on to win 9 consecutive provincial championships with Victoria, which switched sponsors from Bay Construction to Budget in 1978, from 1971 to 1979, and led the dynasty to 8 men's Canadian championship medals, including 4 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze over that same 9-year period, with the 4 gold medals coming in consecutive years from 1975 to 1978. At the international level, Stevenson played in an era before the Canadian national team existed, and when club teams, usually the national champion, represented Canada at international competitions. As such, he and his Victoria team represented Canada and won gold medals at the 1976 WBSC Men's World Championship and the 1979 Pan American Games, before he stepped away from softball to coach his son in baseball. He later returned to softball as a coach from 1992 to 1996 and went on to be the team leader for the men's and women's national teams from 2002 to 2005 before working as Softball Canada's operations manager for the national teams from 2006 until he retired in 2012.
Unfortunately, Harvey was unable to join us this evening as well due to being scheduled for hip surgery. At his request, Mike Rancho will read his acceptance speech.
Good evening. I wish I could be with you tonight enjoying the wonderful Yukon hospitality. I've been on the waiting list for a new hip for over a year, and my number finally came up. I am truly honored and humbled by my selection to the Hall of Fame. It goes without saying that I would not be in a position to receive this award without the support of my immediate family. My wife and kids spent a lot of days and hours at the ballpark. During my softball career, I was fortunate to also have tremendous support from my extended softball family. During my playing days, I was surrounded by a lot of talented players and coaches. Teams that I was privileged to be part of were very successful. We were able to win numerous Canadian, Pan Am, and World gold medals. I would be remiss if I didn't single out Victoria's sponsor, Mr. Herb Bate, whose vision and support were the catalyst to our success. Perhaps more important than the medals are the lifelong friendships that I enjoy with both teammates and opposition players throughout the softball world. The second phase of my softball life was as a coach. Again, I was fortunate to be surrounded by great people. We won Canadian championships at the junior and senior levels, and in 1979 became the first Canadian team to win the Pan Am gold medal. I should note that we have never relinquished that medal. The last phase of my softball life was being the team leader for our men's national team, and then subsequently being appointed as manager of national team operations. During my tenure as manager of national teams, I was very fortunate to work with very dedicated people within the coaching and team support staff. It was also a privilege to work with outstanding staff at our head office. In particular, I could not have survived without the help of Jill and Kathy. We are indeed fortunate to have our CEO, Hugh Mitchner, captaining the ship. Without his support and direction, I would have been lost. I also had the opportunity to interact with our hardworking board led tirelessly by Kevin Quinn. I thank Kevin and all the board members for their help and understanding. I would also like to congratulate my fellow recipients, all who have made our game better. In closing, I would like to thank Softball British Columbia and Softball Canada for this cherished award. Enjoy the night and party on. Hard.
We'll wish Harvey a successful recovery as well, and give him a round of applause because he's also watching from home. Of the evening will be Rob Anderson, who will join the Hall of Fame in the Builders category.
Rob Anderson has been involved with the game for over 30 years, first as a men's slow pitch player from 1985 to 2001, while also serving as a director with Softball Yukon from 1994 to 2000, and as president from 2000 to 2009. Il a performé ses deux rôles de façon exemplaire, faisant toujours de son mieux supporter et promouvoir le sport dans le territoire. Il est toujours prêt à assister aux initiatives de développement du Softball Yukon, qui est disponible à fournir des conseils à l'association de teenagers. Following his playing career, Anderson umpired from 2002 to 2006 and has served as the team leader of the men's slow pitch quarterback team since 2009 and has supervised 5 slow pitch community championships and 1 fast pitch community championship as an assistant supervisor. He has been a member of the local organizing committee of the 2008 Junior Men's, 2012 Women's, and 2014 Junior Men's WBSC World Championships in White Rooms, and is also involved with the host committee for the upcoming 2017 WBSC Men's World Championship. Dans la salle de conseil, Anderson est le directeur très respecté de Softball Canada depuis avoir été élu dans la voie de son assemblée générale annuelle régulière à White Rooms en 2007. Il est encore actif de développement de finances et d'outils du championnat canadien et de génération des revenus. He has been involved in slow pitch throughout his life and has been a huge promoter of growing the discipline across the country at both the recreational and competitive levels. His dedication and passion for softball clearly show the amount of time and energy he has put into the game throughout his lifetime.
And he's a real nice guy. Rob Anderson, come on up and accept your Hall of Fame.
Wow, Jill, where'd you find those pictures? Quite honestly, I thought about writing a profound speech, and I could bubble over that just as well as I could just
verbally talking. When I received a call a few months ago from Commissioner advising that I had been nominated for South Yukon, I was humbled. See, Sandra, you made me do this. I mean, humbled and speechless. That would be speechless. Imagine. I guess I take a look at my fellow inductees. Congratulations, by the way. Dennis Milligan, I actually replaced Dennis Milligan on the South Canada Board of Directors. I don't know, those of you who know Dennis, he's quite tall in stature. Some pretty big little feet for me to fill. Dennis, well, congratulations. Mike Barnett, I first met you back in 1997 in Toronto, and that's where I'm going to stop there. I met Tom Bell once. I had to believe it was in Northwest Territories. Very nice gentleman. Sorry I didn't really get a chance to really appreciate what he gave to us through the support. Harvey Stevenson, Harvey, congratulations on your new hip surgery. I hope you go through it well. Harvey and I have a great relationship. It's a little bit of love-hate on either side. And yeah, congratulations, Harvey. There's a lot of stories and stuff that I can tell, but as humble as I am, being nominated for Softball Yukon, thank you very much. And being accepted by Softball Canada, thank you very much. It's not about me. It's it's about the people supporting. Kerry Lyle. First time I met Kerry in 1986. Brought me onto the ball team. Got me involved a little bit. Gave me a call on the weekend and said, hey, let's go for a beer. But wait, we've got a meeting. Just stop there and take that. 1994 Softball Yukon team. Thanks, Kerry. Been here ever since. Ralph and Sandra Wolfarth, my partners in crime. Great friends. They had to take an active interest in what I wrote to actually be able to spend time. Great friends. My parents gave me the conviction, talking about community, talking how important it is to give back, to help grow. My beautiful daughters, who proceeded to try to tell me to, but I was going to say this speech tonight. Who I had to thank. Love you too. It's unfortunate I missed a lot of birthdays. I missed a lot of growing up. My beautiful bride Ellen, she's been there for the last 25 years. Supporting me every step of the way, taking an active interest in what I love, and just being here. I can go on and say thank you to each and every one of you. You've all played an important part of my life, but like I said, it's all about the people that are behind you, is to be able to support you to give back to life. Thank you.
People like Ralph think this is the best place in the country to live. Before we close for the evening, we'd like to thank Softball Yukon and its volunteers who've done everything they could to make everyone stay from all over the country, make it enjoyable and entertaining. Their hard work and effort is appreciated by all of us. Very few typos in this script, I know. Good job. Special mention also goes to the Softball Canada staff for their help in organizing the Softball Canada Annual General Meeting. We'd like to thank you all for contributing to the Club de Champ fundraiser, especially those of us that didn't win. Special thank you goes to the staff of the Coastside Country Inn, the Yukon Convention Center, for presenting us with this lovely meal and for accommodating us this week.
Nous apprécions beaucoup vos efforts lors de cette fin de semaine. Un gros merci à tous ceux qui ont contribué au Fonds Claude Deschamps.
Thank you all for being here for the 2016 Hall of Fame and Awards Banquet and celebrating softball here in Whitehorse. And congratulations again to all of the award winners and all the Hall of Fame inductees. We hope you had a great night. Thanks for coming.